Welcome, welcome to your reading. I kept hearing there is a choice to make, and I wanted to come online and give you the messages that came through. I did pull 3 cards and then 3 more to clarify. So the first card that came out is the Tower, and this is the energy of the moment. It's Mars in retrograde, a full moon on the way, but what's happening is the mind has asked for healing, and the prayers have been put out to let go of the suffering and conflict that is in the mind. And so there is a feeling of intensity, of a fire burning, so to say, spreading rapidly, out of control emotions, out of control feelings, out of control responses. The Tower is, it feels like in the belly, in the solar plexus, in the gut, a feeling of, yeah, the rug being pulled, a tower moment, the foundation cracking, over and over again. And the feeling is that the past is coming up to be seen and let go of. And there is a need for the mind to detach from the form and from others, seemingly others, and their responses and how they feel and what they're doing, and to take it back into one's own mind, to pull back the projection and to look upon whatever is triggering us with non-judgment, and to allow the spirit to look with us upon what we're seeing, what we're experiencing, what we're feeling. There is a call for responsibility of sight. And the spirit is just saying that you are ready now to pull back the projection as well as the emotions, because the next card that came out was the 5 of Cups, which is loss and sadness. And really, it's focusing on the past, and it's an inability to let go of the past. But this card is temporary energy, and these cups are not spilled. They're not on the ground like in the normal 5 of Cups card. So what this tells me is that you are experiencing a lot of triggers and upsets, and it's just huge emotional, disrupt, conflict in the mind from this Tower and this 5 of Cups. But again, this is temporary energy, and it is not in vain, because, you have had a prayer and asked that the unconscious past grievances be allowed to come up to the surface so that they can be released. And that is what is all that's happening. And just to clarify, I mean, we're not clarifying yet. I pulled 3 cards just to make it all come round to love and God in the end. We pulled the Sun, and this is divine love and light. So there is divine love and light being shown on a mind that has been filled with conflict and pain and suffering and darkness, and that has seemingly had like a beginning that felt like there was no, like, a parentless child. I want to say, like, the ego is a parentless child. It has no parent, so it's panicking. It's going around and it doesn't know its identity. It definitely doesn't remember its identity in Christ, in love, in eternal, limitless freedom. And we are just being asked to be willing to open our mind to receive divine intelligence or divine light to dawn upon our mind. As A Course in Miracles says, the great rays. We're being asked to not shut down. We're being asked to not close our heart down as these triggers seem to come one after another. We're being asked to trust. We're being asked to pray unceasingly. We're being asked to not conclude. We're being asked to pause and trust that the way will be shown in every moment. There is a softening that is happening. There is a transition, a transmutation of conflict that is happening. Again, this is happening because the ones that are here have had a prayer for healing, a prayer to release pain and suffering. And again, you cannot release what you don't know is there. So the prayer is being answered by this seeming conflict to come up into awareness so that it can be released. So I just want to be the one to say that you're doing everything you can. You're doing a great job. We don't know our advances from our retreats. You know, a friend was talking the other night, and I had the same thought, and he said, men have died upon seeing that all the roads of the world end in death. But if they had taken one more step in prayer, in meditation, in questioning, they would have seen the light. And we are on that journey to see the light, to have vision, for vision to dawn upon the mind. You know, within a world of extreme conflict, we are being asked to get still, go inside, and trust. So I did clarify these cards with my other deck. And with the Tower, we got the Empress. So the Tower is, it wasn't built on solid foundation. So, and sometimes we're unable to make a change when we're really, really unhappy because it's a comfort zone. Sometimes the pain can be comfortable even, and we're addicted to the pain. It's all we know. So the spirit has to come in, and it's like a shocking moment where we feel like we're losing something that we don't want to let go of. And that's when the tower comes crumbling down and we don't have control. We never did, but it feels like we don't have control. So that is the energy. If you know, if this is your reading, you have had some moments like this lately. And when I clarified the card, I got the Empress. And let me tell you, 9 months of gestation and then a birth is never going to be comfortable. It's never going to be painless. I mean, it can be, but it's rare. So birthing, you are birthing a whole new world. And that's why it feels so triggering and so uncomfortable, but it's so worth it. You can see, you know, the sun is shining upon this very beautiful woman that's nurturing a new world that she is so close to birthing. So it's like she's about to pop. So you're about to pop. Your world has come crumbling down in some way, and you're not in your new happy beginning yet because you haven't gone through the birth canal yet. So it's painful because you're just at the edge, about to go into this new world, this world of light and love. I mean, it's a new world, and yeah, the transitioning process, like the butterfly, the caterpillar to the butterfly, it's just not comfortable. But I just want to say to you that you're doing a great job and you're doing everything you can do. So with the 5 of Cups, to clarify, we got the 8 of Cups. So this is a card. Both of these cards are of high emotion. So there is most likely a lot of tears coming through right now, which is really beautiful. It's cleansing, it's necessary, it's therapeutic, and it is, you know, you are being asked to allow the tears to fall or allow the emotion. It doesn't have to be aggressive. It can just be a soft release. And I feel the softness in these cards, like the golden light around these cups that are usually spilled and still standing. So you are aware of the blessings in some degree, in some sense. You have a sense that you are going through this rebirth. You do have a sense of that, and that you are leaving behind what is no longer serving you. Like you have chosen to put this cup in the water, to set it free, to release it, and to walk into this new dawn, this new day. The sun is rising, and you're walking towards that divine light and away from this sadness, from this past feeling of being homeless, feeling of being parentless, feeling of being neglected, abused, denied, excluded, separated from the love of God, separated from God's love. You're walking away from beliefs that no longer serve you about who you are, who your identity is. You are deciding that you want to know yourself as a child of God, as a being of light, as eternal love. So you are taking a chance and leaving everything, all the cups, the 8 cups that you have behind, to go and find a cup that is filled with truth and love. So the last card we got was the Sun, and to clarify, 2 cards came out, which is the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles, which talks about really being open to give and receive unconditional, pure love and light. This is a practice. You're being asked to practice this with your community, your family, whoever is with you. You're being asked, in order to experience the energy of love, the sun, healing light. You're being asked to not close down your heart, to stay open in the heart, to spend every moment in stillness, or coming back to stillness and saying, how can I give this love? How can I be open to receive this love? Even if it's in the silence of your own mind. But this does involve others. This involves not shutting down as the heart is breaking. It's breaking open, and we can't do it alone. Yeah, they're just saying this is a journey. I mean, A Course in Miracles is a self-study book, but the journey home to God is with our brothers and sisters, and we can't do it alone. And there is an entire projection of a world, a matrix that we think is real. And I'm just hearing to share with you that a reminder that everything that we're seeing on the outside is literally the condition of our mind inside of us. And many of us here know that there is discord in the mind, and we're aware of the fact that these thoughts and beliefs are not what we want, and therefore the world that we're living is not what we want, what we're seeing in the world. We want to change that. We want a shift in our mind. And I did see the Hanged Man. We're asking for a new perspective, a new perception of our thoughts, the way we think, and of the world we see. And so this is our prayer, and this is our guidance, our direction, is to keep our heart open. Keep your heart open. Whoever is in front of you, ask and you shall receive, knock and the door will be opened. Don't shut down, and stay as soft as you can as we go through these energies of, allowing the darkness to surface and releasing it. We're just allowing the darkness to surface and releasing it. That's all we're doing. And I'm just here to remind you that as we go through this alchemical process, we are surrounded by angels, by love, and by light. The Comforter lives within you. So don't forget to ask, and to get very still and quiet, and to know thyself. Know thyself. One love. Those are the messages I have for you, and I'll see you next time. It's the light in me, sees the light in you. It's the love inside of my heart, trying to break through. It's the light in me that wants to love you.